Hello, welcome once again to the THD special interview. Live coming to you from Oasis this morning. We are the office of the president of Real de Banjul Football Club, Willy Abraham, to give us an update on the international game expected this weekend, organized by Real de Banjul and a counterpart from Europe. But without much ado, we just welcome Willy. Thank you so very much for giving us again this opportunity to talk to you about football. But first, before we go to this international game, tell us your impression so far about the leagues where your team is engaged.
Haji, good morning, and thank you very much for coming here. First of all, I would like to congratulate everybody in football in Gambia for beating Mali in the qualifiers. That was a great win for all of us. Yeah. So that we have to continue to celebrate it until our next game. Yes, the league so far is tough. I mean, we are trying to be on top, which has been difficult, but we keep pushing. And if you look at, there's a lot of clubs who are very close up there, and a lot of clubs are also at the bottom. So it's always like this. It has been a good league so far. I don't think, I also sit in the organizing committee. I know there has been some problems with some disciplinary stuff, but so far I think everything is going well and the league is being enjoyed. Unfortunately, we're in Ramadan and we're not able to play at the stadium at night. We all look forward to playing at the stadium at night because, in one night you could watch three games, it was really beautiful. But we're hoping that when the works are finished at the stadium, maybe by next Ramadan, we will also have our matches back in the stadium, if we are allowed to play in the stadium.
How do you rate your coach presently? He's in Africa coaching a team in the Gambia league, a league that has now, turned to be a very competitive league as far as, promotion of second division and regional teams are concerned. How do you rate him so far?
The coach is doing a good job. I mean, he started very early, about 2-3 months before the season, to familiarize himself properly with players. It's not the same. He comes from a culture where all the players drive their cars to come to training, and they all are professionals. And here we are trying to be professionals. So there is a big difference. Sometimes we have players that don't make it on time to the training, and sometimes players are absent because of here they are with their families and certain things they have to do at home when they are asked to do. So it's not as easy as coaching in Europe. But in the beginning it was very, very tough for him. But I think he's really adapting, and we hope that he can do very well this year to keep him around. That's the whole idea, to develop players and have the players go to the next level.
Real de Banjul is known for every year, the starting of the season or in the mid of the season, start seeing playing crisscross in Europe for professional, trials. And so this year is not an exception.
We already have one player who left for trials, and we're hoping that he will do well. We have one player who already signed. He's going to go soon. And who knows? If we don't market players, we cannot survive. But this year, maybe the coach is insisting on holding onto as much players as possible. He was very worried when we lost 3 players to the under-20. But thank God, I think we only lost 1 game during those games, and he managed to secure some good points in the rest of the games. So anyway, he has a squad of 30 players and he should be able to do fine. That's my belief.
Finally, on the league matters, you sat in the technical committee, organizing committee of the league competition, and we used to have some kind of queries regarding players' movement, transfer of players to clubs before a league season. How is that coming this year, or there is a bit of improvement with regards to how the league is managed?
You see, Haji, the rules are very clear. It says if you have a contract with a club and you want to move, you must get a transfer. It's clear. there is some instances where you need to get a clearance. Do you understand? So I think all clubs have their own management in place. They all have their secretaries who are fluent with the rules and regulations of football. If you want to be part of something, you must know how it is done properly. So, I mean, yes, we see some problems with clubs protesting about a player, or something happens with a player, but the federation says that every player must be registered, and when registering him, if he's coming from another club, you should also deposit his transfer or his clearance. So those are very clear rules. So if you use somebody's player without applying the proper rules, then it's your fault. But the federation cannot be blamed in any way for that. It's a very clear rule, and it's in the rules and regulations of the Gambia Football Federation. So clubs should know exactly that when I take Haji from Gambia Ports Authority to play in my club, Haji should meet the requirements, whether he gets a transfer or a clearance, or maybe his contract is finished, then he's a free player, and then you are eligible to play. But clubs might make a mistake and listen to the player. The player will tell them that, no, I don't have a contract, I'm a free player, and then they will play. And then at the end of the day, there is trouble. So clubs are always advised, I would advise them, to always make sure they write to the club that the player is saying he's from, to clarify. So at least they have something on black and white.
Will you advise players as well? Because we've seen in the the league, meetings between the FF organizing committee and the team holders. Many a times, stakeholders send people who do not understand why they've been there. Will you, with the experience you be there, most of the time team complain, having a chance to complain where it is supposed to be, but they will not be there. Do you not think that is also causing most of this issue that is happening there?
Yes, I would agree on that, because when we have the club management meeting, the federation invites, I think, 2 people per club to attend. So those 2 people should be people who have also knowledge about the rules and regulations, about the constitution, about everything that is happening in football. You understand? Because everybody is trying to grow. Football is growing. We are all eager to start the professional league. I think both the federation and the government are working on that, to have the professional league kickstart. So once that kickstarts, it's going to be even more difficult. So that's why we all are learning on management skills. It's very, very important that we know what we are doing. If you want to be in football, you must be ready for that. You cannot just be in football. Even now, I've seen it in Nawetan. Some Nawetan grounds, they're asking for player transfer. They're asking for registration. They're asking for, which is good.
That's a development, isn't it?
No, it's very, very good. It's good. So it means, because some of the Nawetan teams are being transformed into a 3rd division team, and then they come to 2nd division. So I'm happy that certain rules are being applied at the level of the Nawetan, which means they will get used to it before they even come into the league proper.
That is amazing. Before getting into the league, let's talk about the reason why we're here. Because Real de Banjul always make headlines as far as international connections are concerned. And a very big headline these days, that is having a partner coming from all the way from Spain, to come and play a test game. But tell us, what is the big history between these 2 clubs that are coming to meet over the weekend?
This is a club coming from Spain, and this is a club that contacted us about 4 years ago, just before the COVID, that they wanted to come and visit Gambia, play a friendly game against us, and also maybe play a friendly game up country. They're also here for a week, and they want to do some charity work, some sightseeing, some collaboration, some partnership. So the head of their delegation arrived yesterday early in the morning. So I had a meeting with him and his partner, and also I met also with people from an ex-member of the club also, Alaji Sheikh Tijan Yang, who is among the founder members of the club. He was part of the meeting. And they want to see in which areas they can help in the Gambia, not only Real de Banjul, but in different aspects. So after their game on Sunday, they'll be going up country on Monday morning for about 4 or 5 days, where they will visit different tourism sites and have a feel of the whole length and breadth of Gambia. So everybody is open to having a discussion with them and to see what's the way forward. The club is called AE Ramassa. They play in the regional league in Barcelona. And this is the first time that they are coming to Gambia, but they have been to other African countries where they have played games and also done a lot of sponsoring and partnership and collaboration. So we are hoping that when they arrive also, we will be able to take the same opportunity like other countries have done to make sure that we benefit something from their visit. During their visit also, we will also have we're also organizing a dinner. We know it's Ramadan. We wanted to have a cocktail with both clubs and all the players, but it's not going to be possible because they have to leave on Monday to go up country. And because of the Ramadan, the players cannot also be available at any point in time. So we are having a dinner with them. The executive of Real de Banjul will have a dinner with their executive members. And Sunday morning, we are going to have a meeting at Cape Real, the Real de Banjul headquarters. And we are also inviting the president of the Gambia Football Federation and also the Secretary General. So within that 1-2 hours of interaction, we will see what happens. We will see what these people can do also, not only for Real de Banjul, but also for Gambia.
What is the primary target as far as your partnership with this football club is concerned?
Primary target is mainly to assist in developing certain areas in the club that we still lack. You all know about our project in Basori. The first phase has been fully funded by the club. The second phase needs funding, which is the accommodation and the school. We believe that every little kid that wants to play football must be given education, because we have seen a lot of players that go and play in Europe, come back and it doesn't work out for them. They either come back with no money or they get loose somewhere in Europe, which has something to do with education. So we want to educate our kids, make sure they all sit in a class and at least get the basics.
How do you get in contact with this? Because not only Real de Banjul Football Club is, in the Gambia, there are many clubs that also have the connection. But Real, most of the time, are quickly to attract international, partners. How do they get to know about Real de Banjul?
I mean, if you go on Google and you Google Gambian clubs, I think Real de Banjul always pops up first. I mean, it's not my fault. We are just working hard for Gambian football. So if Real de Banjul is being contacted by them, I think we just have to take the opportunity. I cannot tell them, no, I mean, we are busy, go and this communication started, I told you, about 4 years ago. And when they confirmed last year that they're going to come, as far as almost, I think, about 3 or 4 months ago, we had written to the Federation to inform them about this particular date that these people will be arriving in Gambia, and there will be A, B, C, and D to be done when they are here. So,
I know this is a club that has all the components, including women football, and Real de Banjul recently embarked on promoting or wanting to promote in women football.
Yes.
How will that be part of the project discussion?
Yes, it's going to be part of the project discussion because we already have in Basori an under-12 which is fully from Basori. All the players in our under-12s, about 40 of them, are from Basori.
40 women footballers?
No, male boys.
Okay, boys.
So now we are also working on getting a female team, and we want it to be from Basori also, because our center is in Basori, and we believe that we must give something back to the community. It's very important for us.
Many players want to play for Real de Banjul. We don't see them. Barcelona is dominating now.
No, it's not about dominating. Even in the first team, we have players that came from Barcelona. In our reserve team playing in the 3rd Division League, we also have players from Barcelona. But we believe that we should also try and develop the kids of Barcelona. We owe it to them because our center is there, and when we play our home games, they come to cheer up the club. So we have to give back something to them. If the female club comes to the 2nd Division, then we will look outside Barcelona. But for now, we are going to concentrate on that. And who knows, maybe this visiting team might want to help also in that, to make it even expand beyond Barcelona, maybe to other regions of the country.
The Independence Stadium is under refurbishment, and the game is at the weekend. Can you be specific on where is the game going to take place and at what time?
We are playing in Birkama because they demanded to play the game in an area where they will have a lot of support. Also, Birkama is a good ground. We wanted to play in Banjul, but I think we are challenged. According to the organizing committee of the club, they've gone around and feel that Birkama would be the best venue. So the game is on Sunday at 4 p.m. We're going to kick off sharp 4 p.m. because it's Ramadan. People have to go home and cut their fast. So we want to start at 4 o'clock in Birkama. The gates are free of charge.
Okay.
It's only the VIP which is limited. It's only by invitation. And everywhere else is free. We want everybody to come and support Real de Banjul. It's not only a Real de Banjul thing.
It's this Gambia.
It's Gambia. We're playing. I know I watched the Gambia against Mali online, and I saw there was almost about 15,000 views on that particular site that I was watching the game. It was crazy. So it means that everybody was sitting there praying for Gambia to watch, and it happened. So I'm inviting everybody to come to this game. I think the last time Real de Banjul welcomed a club from Europe or from Denmark, I think,
yes, I wanted
was I think in the 1970s.
Wow.
By then I was a little kid in St. Joseph's Primary School.
Wow.
So maybe I was at the stadium because I used to watch all the Real de Banjul games since at the age of 4 or 5 years. I would go with my uncle, go with Bai Malawada, go with Biri Biri. They would hold my hands.
I've always been around with the legends.
They would hold my hands and take me to football. So this is the first time during my presidency to watch Real de Banjul play against a European club. So it's a big achievement during my time. Who knows, maybe very soon I might live or I might die or something.
We want you to stay here first. We want you to stay.
It's good, yes.
The Real de Banjul culture, that is whenever they organize, they want to do it differently. We've seen Real at 50, there was a huge fan base at the Independence Stadium when you invited some clubs from Guinea Conakry and Senegal. The fanfare was just absolutely great. And this time it's a partners coming from all the way from Europe would also want to test the culture, even though we're in Ramadan. Is any plan in place for that?
Yes, we're going to organize some supporting groups to be there. It has to be, because these guys, they want to see the culture of Gambia. Although they're going up country on Monday, but before Monday, they want to see what happens in a game. So we want to try. I know it's Ramadan, it's difficult, but we will see what we can bring. But we must bring, and we're going to bring some supporting groups to be there.
Finally, what does this mean to Gambian football, particularly club football?
I think it's a big encouragement for us to invite such a club, bring them to Gambia, and I am hoping that even in the future, we can also see Gambian clubs going to play in Europe and have their players being scouted, because we are seeing Senegalese clubs are going to Italy, for example. Like there's a club that left Senegal about 10 days ago. We have a player that they chose from us to be part of them, and why not? We should see Gambian clubs also organizing, like going to Norway, to the Norway Cup, to Sweden, to other countries in Europe, where their players can also be scouted. we had the Umbria Cup that Gambia used to send a selection of players, and that's where most of these players, I think, came from. There were players from Hawks, players from Real de Banjul, players from other clubs that went and played professional, and they were scouted in that tournament in Italy. So we should be seeing more of this, and maybe the tourism board should also encourage football tourism. Get clubs from outside Gambia to be coming here for training camps, for playing friendly games like the Senegalese do. I think the Senegalese are the only ones that we see playing friendly games in Gambia. But we should also have maybe, like these people might encourage other European clubs to come here if they are happy with the standard of the hotel and standard of the game, the pitches and everything. These are all important things that European clubs look at.
I'm sure you have worked on all those hotel accommodation because you've been interacting with them. But is Real de Banjul planning in the future, to move?
We will see. I mean, if we can put that on the discussion with them, if they can invite us to go to Spain, why not? We are ready to go and take maybe 20 players, and they can maybe bring a lot of scouts to see. You never know, Haji, because we are a marketing club. We want to sell our players. We want to make. We want to take Gambia to World Cup.
That's why Real de Banjul is the richest.
That's what we want. No, we are not the richest, but you can use that other word. We have a good management. We have a good team.
Thank you so very much. Unless you want to say anything that we need to.
I just want to encourage everybody. We are inviting everybody to come. Please, it's Ramadan again. Come and watch Real de Banjul against AE Ramassa on Sunday at 4 p.m. in Birkama. I know there is a lot of traffic going to Birkama, but please, we are inviting everybody to come. Whether you are a Hawks fan or a Young Africans fan or Walidan, or I know all the Birkama United fans will be there to cheer us up.
Oh yeah.
Yes, because we played Birkama on Friday in Birkama.
Wow.
So maybe that would be a good test for us also. I'll be there getting support for Sunday. Don't worry.
No problem. Thank you so very much. Willy Abraham will be there to cover that game for THD TV. Thank you very much. You've been watching this update interview from the Real de Banjul president about the team coming to Gambia for a test international friendly game. Thank you so very much. Keep watching.